Public transportation, such as metros, buses, and trains, fascinate me. I have a weird obsession with them. Whenever I enter a new city, the first thing I do is ride the metro. It introduces me to the culture, the people, and gives me a feel for what the country is all about. In most big Asian cities of 10 million plus people, I find the metro systems to be efficient and enjoyable. Like in Taipei, Seoul, Bangkok, Hong Kong, Singapore, Beijing, Tashkent, Shanghai, and even Jerusalem. All of these cities have immaculate metro systems. They don't require common sense to use them. It's as easy as can be. But in Manila, it's a different story. It's a complete disaster to get around. So the train is coming, but there's people like selling stuff on the tracks right there. Can't hear anything. The traffic here is amongst the worst on earth. Seriously, it takes 2 to 3 hours to drive 15 kilometers if you're lucky. You'd think by now they'd have an efficient metro system figured out. There's actually been an MRT here for 20 some years, but it's horrendous. I'd rather sit in traffic all day than ride the MRT. It's hot, smelly, and overly crowded. So I'm about to ride the MRT here in Manila for the very first time, and I had to hide my camera because the police kept stopping me from filming. There's no bathrooms, no sanitation, no advertisements, no enjoyment whatsoever. Push, push, push. Sorry, they're pushing me. That's supposed to be a clock, but doesn't show anything.
Pwedeng bumili ng ticket pabalik?
No. You get that? They only sell one-way tickets. Rush hour gets so aggressive that they were forced to make a women's only section because some men are too violent. That's the female side, that's the male side. So I was just standing in the female line and I got kicked out by a security guard like in 2 seconds. And don't even try to step on this yellow line. And in case you are wondering, a lack of funding is not the issue for why the MRT sucks in Manila. In 2012, billions of pesos were set aside to expand and decongest the MRT. They created new stations and built 48 new trains, all of which are still not usable today because of technical difficulties and faulty designs. How does that even happen to 48 trains? Let's talk about public buses. They are debatably worse than the MRT. Alright, we're about to take the bus. Ayala. They don't run on any schedule, meaning they go whenever it's packed to the brim with passengers. So you can either wait 1 minute or 1 hour. If all seats are full, then it's standing section only. The AC is always blasting cold air and the driver will never turn it off. But at least it costs only 18 pesos and they play the Filipino voice on TV. There needs to be a solution to clean up this traffic, as more than 15 million people call Metro Manila their home. Things are getting busier. Jeepneys need to take their daily passengers, giant trucks need to deliver their goods, and taxis need to take their passengers. This is a nightmare. If it's rush hour, then my advice is to avoid the streets, avoid the metro, and just stay at home. That's the harsh reality here in Manila. I'm Drabinsky, and if you like my videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.